Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Phoenix Suns here at their home Talking Stick Resort Arena. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Devin?
He's doing it all, D.A. Thanks. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Doncic.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. DeJuan Wright is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Marjanovic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Kaminsky, and it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Well, Doris, early on, every team trying to establish a winning attitude. And now you find out if that can carry through the rigors of an entire regular season.
No doubt, Kevin. I think if you can establish some winning early, that can go a long way toward building momentum, building confidence, especially if you have a young team or if you're a veteran team who has aspirations to be champions. So much at stake early.
A good point. Just 5 to shoot. Kaminsky dishes to Booker. Over Hardaway. No good from Booker. And it's Wright with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. A pass to Porzingis. He can't hit that time. Right wing. Pass to Ayton. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Ayton's got the first points up on the board for Phoenix. Rubio against Wright. On the wing, Doncic. Shoots over Oubre, and Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, the quick trigger of Luka Doncic makes him especially dangerous in catch and shoot. Good luck, defender.
And Rubio kicks to Kaminsky. Porzingis with the block. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Fires the three, and Porzingis gets the 3.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Kaminsky. That one, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Hardaway. Oubre pulls it in.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Booker with no one around. Phoenix no good that time either.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shots of the night here. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Bounce pass from Wright. It's Hardaway that time on the assist by Wright.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Clippers. And it's Kaminsky at the elbow. Will it go? And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Out to Hardaway. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Suns. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough. And, of course, there's Dallas. Right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
Well, right now for the Suns, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
All talk, no walk. Simple as that. They just don't match up with the better teams in the NBA.
To the middle. 6 to shoot. Marjanovic finds Doncic. Second chance shot.
Wow, Mr. Rubio twice on the pipes. His team is loving it.
It's good.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And it was made clear early on to Ricky Rubio that the Jazz were moving on from him. But Rubio quickly finds a home in Phoenix. 3-year deal for Rubio, who is a good fit with the Suns. Having a real point guard on the team like Rubio should be a huge boost. And a chance here to look at the numbers for Rubio. He's averaging 11 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
A nice shot by Booker.
Well, just such a crafty offensive talent. Devin Booker working the mid-range. What doesn't he do?
White against Rubio. Now here's Wright. Not a lot of room. The shot comes out. The Suns go the other way with it. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And you look at the Mavericks' numbers last season, the need for shooting is obvious.
And I think, Greg, what's shocking is poor shooting is not something you have historically associated with the Mavs. But when you look at it through last season, they took a high rate of threes and a high rate of free throws. And yet, both of those percentages were poor. That's an area for improvement this season.
The Suns making a switch here. Charge is checked in. Here's Hardaway. Off the left rim and out.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Pass to Wright. Lets it go from 11, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Charge outside. Rubio with it. Now Wright defending. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And they get it back. Ayton finds Charge. 2 on the clock. For three, Booker.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Here's Rubio. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton here. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 4th in blocks, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Rubio outside. And the Suns get it back. Ayton, the pass to Kaminsky. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. And there's the pass to Hardaway. Over Booker. Doncic trying to get open. That one off the back iron and out.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
And that one's good. Right.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Here's Rubio. 8 points his last outing. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Kaminsky in the corner. Lets it fly. Porzingis with the block. With the floater. And Kaminsky lays it up and in. Kaminsky's got 5 now.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated, trying to get a way to stop him.
Suns trail by 3. Rubio dishes to Ayton. The putback. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Booker. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Right against Rubio. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his 2nd foul, and he can't afford to pick up a 3rd.
Some changes for Phoenix. Sheck Diallo, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Bridges comes in for Devin Booker, and it's Tyler Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Hardaway. Diallo, no good. Dallas leading by 5. To the inside, right. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't there?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
Free throw drops for Wright.
Boy, you consider the Dallas Mavericks last season missing the playoffs for the 3rd straight year. That ties their 2nd longest playoff drought in franchise history. You've got to believe this is a group that's highly motivated.
Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And so Wright nails both of them. And the Mavericks, a proud franchise. Doris looking to get back into the playoffs this season.
No doubt, Kevin. They have reloaded with young star talent. Kristaps Porzingis, already an all-star. Luka Doncic, the rookie of the year. I think this is a group ready to make some noise.
Now here's Šarić. No points in the game yet for him. Right outside. Porzingis at the elbow. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk. But with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Timeout called. The Suns. A live body off the bench. Dwight Powell gives you productive minutes.
He does, Kevin, and that's most reflected in the plus-minus when you look at his stats. This is a guy who hasn't averaged a ton of minutes, but he scores and he defends at a high level when he's given those minutes.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. And Dallas with a change here, too. Berea's checked in. Johnson, the pass to Šarić. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Right now, let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. The Suns, number 1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded by Johnson. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Berea against Bridges. Berea, the pass to Brunson. Johnson with the block.
You can see Tyler Johnson with that vertical has the ability to send it back.
And the Suns miss again. Here's Dallas. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Brunson. Got a hand on it. And now the Suns, a fast break. Šarić has got the ball. In the corner, it's Bridges. No good from outside. Dallas leading by 9. Here's Brunson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
What a college career for Jalen Brunson. 2 championships and a Wooden Award. This is one of the most decorated players in college basketball history.
And Brunson, the College Player of the Year back in 2018. Fell to the second round. Doris, when you look at that time, why did he fall?
I think it had everything to do with the fact that he's not an elite athlete by NBA standards. But we know unequivocally Jalen Brunson is a winner. His father played a decade in the NBA. This young man has been around the game since his formative years, and you can see it in his game.
And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
We'll talk about bangers in the NBA, Doris. The Australian, Aaron Baines, rugged as they come.
Kev, he is the very definition of an energy guy. This man is a great defender. You get blindsided by one of his picks, you are going to feel it the next day.
And so here is Dallas following the score by Phoenix. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A wide open look here for Porzingis. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game. Suns trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Baines dishes to Bridges. Powell with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Johnson with it. 9 points last game out. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Here's Šarić. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Offensive rebound. Johnson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you can see the athleticism and the vertical. Tyler Johnson, a good job when he gets below the free throw line.
Brunson kicks to Powell. The dish now to Jackson. To the paint, trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And stolen by Diallo. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Diallo.
And what I don't understand about the Suns, they had Aiden last year and Doris somehow go from middle of the pack to last in the league in rebounding.
And I think that's why we talk about the value of rebounding as a team, right? I think gone are the days when you can have just 1 or 2 guys working the glass. In the Suns' case, obviously, that really decreased their number of possessions.
Good on both.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Here's Johnson. It's blocked. Passes it to Brunson. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Phoenix has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. To the middle. Here's Baines. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the Suns.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Johnson surveying the floor. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Jackson. And it's Kleba in at the 5 down low. Johnson, the pass to Oubre. Johnson left side. Six on the shot clock. He feeds it to Baines. The Mavericks pull it in. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And sometimes you can make a few plays here and there, but never get into a real rhythm. That's what happened to them in that game.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, Greg, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
Here's Johnson following the score by Dallas. Pass to Baines. Now Diallo. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Kleba with the rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Kelly Oubre.
His last 10 games, he's averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And clearly, he's having a tough stretch here. But it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Right, because everyone gets out of rhythm on occasion. It feels harder than it should be, but you've just got to keep working.
First free throw is good. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to complement and criticize one another in a different tongue.
Yeah, if they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. Bridges, no one around him. And the 3 off target.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Well, how about that? A transition opportunity. Tyler Johnson with the kind of athleticism to run the floor and make the most of it.
And here's Brunson. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Now, here's Bridges. 4-point game. Oubre, no one around him. Good on the triple. Oubre's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Doncic against Oubre. Here's Doncic. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Now here's Johnson. He's got 6. Here's Baines. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Let's take this chance to showcase the top setup man at the small forward position in the NBA. Second, Luka Doncic.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Well, you see plenty of that when any of these guys are on the floor. They're each very good at keeping their options open, trying to find the best possible shot on every trip, and no individual agendas. That's crucial.
That free throw good from Diallo.
Well, the Suns, of course, have the league's longest playoff drought. 9 straight seasons of going on vacation early. And think about it, that's despite picking at the top of the draft year after year.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Booker comes in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Johnson. And he makes both free throws. And Doris for the Suns going forward. It can't help that they play in the always difficult Western Conference.
That's right. The Western Conference is so strong at the top, and it's strong at the bottom as well. You know, you think about it, teams that didn't make the playoffs last year, Dallas, Sacramento, Minnesota, all of those teams are on the upswing. So how do the Suns eventually climb that ladder?
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
And that one misses.
The numbers for Luka Doncic absolutely staggering. The only rookie ever to average over 20 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Shaq Diallo. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And such impressive poise and confidence for Luka Doncic, Doris. He's unfazed by the NBA.
I think it makes sense, Kevin, when you consider this young man has been playing as a pro and against men since the age of 16. And by 17, he was tearing up the EuroLeague. This guy was ready to make the leap.
And the upside for Ayton was always present. But, Doris, were you surprised at how polished he was as a rookie?
Not at all, because DeAndre Ayton has got a big-time offensive game. This guy can finish with the best in the league right at the cup. You know he's dynamic on the offensive end, and this guy's only going to add strength and get better on the defensive end.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next? How can I be better?
And the first one drops. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Oubre against Doncic. Now here's Marjanovic. He's guarded closer. Over Ayton. And that one goes long. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Second shot opportunity. 2 points. That one goes. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Over Ayton, and it's blocked.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
And now the Suns, a fast break. Offensive rebound. Unable to get that one. And so here is Dallas, trailing by 2. And Doncic, here we go. Another shot. Here's Marjanovic. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's Oubre. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Clock at 6.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
Well, if it's possible for a #1 overall pick to go under the radar, then I think that's what you'd say about DeAndre Ayton last year. Doncic stole the headlines, certainly, but DeAndre Ayton had a big-time start to his career.
The first free throw is good. And the numbers that Ayton put up as a rookie, very impressive.
Well, DeAndre Ayton said the lack of attention didn't bother him at all. This guy showed he can be a focal point on both ends, and he's only going to get better with more repetition.
Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Ayton hits them both.
I tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
Now here's Wright. 7 points in the game. Doncic outside. Left side Hardaway. And stolen by Booker. Here's Oubre. And the Suns miss again.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. There's the pass to Kaminsky. Oubre with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Last season, we saw Kelly Oubre get traded to the Suns. That was a surprise success for both him and the team.
Oubre came in and gave the Suns that defensive spark they so desperately needed. The long arms, he can get in the passing lanes, and he plays with tremendous energy, and they love it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
You look at the physical gifts for Kelly Oubre. 6'7", but with a 7'2" wingspan. He's a terrific leaper, and he's got great potential defensively.
Second free throw, no good.
And the first task for Monty Williams is going to be retooling this offense. Plenty of offensive talent here. The team has underperformed on that end for years.
And one of the things he wants to implement, Greg, Monty Williams wants to utilize more movement, right? He has mentioned a style similar to what they ran while he was with the Spurs organization. So don't expect to see any stagnant bodies on the offensive end this year.
Here's Ayton. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Here's Booker. And the rebound. Oh, wow!
Young fella.
The Mavericks trailing. Wright with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. And now Rubio pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's Wright sending it back.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Saric is checked in for the Suns. Well, Phoenix shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Now Ayton. He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
The shot by Saric, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Hardaway. And that's now 6 points for Luka Doncic. The Suns trailing. And here's Rubio. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Inside, Saric, and he lays it straight in.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Passes it to Wright. Here's Marjanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis, that's a 2. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Rubio looking it over. And Ayton throws it down.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Mavericks trail by 3. Now here's Doncic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell comes in for Marjanovic, and it's Jackson in for Hardaway. That free throw good from Doncic.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Rubio the pass to Booker. Back to Rubio. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Suns lead by 2. Here's Doncic. They double him with Ayton. Here's Powell. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Powell finds Jackson. There's the 3. Good D by Booker. The Suns shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Bridges comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. Here's Booker. Floats one up. He gets that one. Booker's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
This guy has so many shots up his sleeve. Devin Booker loves to go with that floater when it's presented to him.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. It's stolen by Saric. Johnson outside. The pull-up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Outside for Jackson. And the three ball is good. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis, showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
And for the Suns, they're shooting just 39% in the second quarter. Pass to Baines. 54 seconds left in the first half. Sharch finds Baines. 5 on the clock. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And the Suns making a change here. Diallo's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. J.J. Barea checked in for Doncic. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Outside Jackson. Barea looking for an opening. Out to Porzingis. From deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Baines has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And after nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
Johnson outside. Pass to Booker. The shot. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Phoenix ahead, up by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Bench has always been an issue here. When they produce like they did in the first half, how does that help you?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and then a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing extra work and winning games.
Trying to change the culture around here. Thanks, Ricky. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Out in front at the half is Phoenix. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. A nice shot by Booker.
How about the ability to adjust and finish in different situations? Devin Booker, elite as a scorer.
Rubio against Barea. Outside Hardaway. From the arc. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now here's Kaminsky. Rubio outside. 6 to shoot over Barea. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, when Tim Hardaway Jr. starts to cook, the confidence goes through the roof, and he's working right now.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for J.J. Barea. Rubio against Wright. Here's Booker. That one, no good. Great D that time from Hardaway. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with the nice finish.
Here is Rubio. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And the pass to Kaminsky. Booker outside. Rubio outside. They need this. 5 to shoot. And he lays it up and in.
Well, that's the way it works. Good call, good finish inside by Rubio.
Doncic against Oubre. Doncic outside. Here's Hardaway. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Ayton.
Well, think back to before he moves on to the Dallas Mavericks. While Tim Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can score the basketball. But what you hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
Hardaway hits them both.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
Now, here's Rubio. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Porzingis passes to Wright. On the wing, Doncic. High arcing shot, and the layup is good. Doncic has got 11.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Rubio with it. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Now, Kaminsky passes to Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Rubio's got his third basket of the night right there.
I'll tell you, this offense looks completely different and so much better spacing when Rubio can be a legitimate threat from range.
Now, here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. Top of the key, Porzingis. Oubre against Doncic. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Rubio kicks to Oubre. Dishes to Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. He's off on that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Wright dishes to Doncic. 8 feet away. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Hardaway. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Now here's Wright. He's got 7. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
No good from Booker. Here's Dallas. They're on a 13-5 run. Doncic passes to Hardaway. In the corner, Marjanovic with it. The 3 from Porzingis. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Suns trail by 7. Rubio, the pass to Oubre. Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. Basket counts. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Porzingis looking it over. He kicks it to Wright. Hardaway against Booker. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Down low, Doncic scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
To the paint and stolen by Wright. Floats it up for Doncic. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 9-point game. Timeout called. The Suns, in addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule, and now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Johnson. Porzingis with the block. And right, here we go. Can't hit from in close. Suns trail by 7. Here's Bridges. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Bridges has got his first points in this one.
What a memorable way to cap off that move. Finishes with a flourish.
Doubled by Bridges. And Wright with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Johnson, the pass to Šarić. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. The 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got 9.
A three-point gunner in college, and Tyler Johnson displaying some of that capacity right here.
And Wright kicks to Kleber. Bridges against Doncic. Pass to Brunson. With some arc. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists now in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Suns trail by 6. And here's Booker. 14 points for him. To the inside. Šarić. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker.
His last 10 games have been exceptional. 11th in scoring and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, I think the versatility Šarić provides is big in today's NBA. This guy can play the 3 and the 4. He can shoot from anywhere. He can also hit the glass. Very good passer. There's a lot to his game.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. Diallo comes in for Booker. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Justin Jackson comes in for Doncic. And Barea subbed in for DeLon Wright.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Out to the wing. Here's Barea. Bridges with the board.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Out of Würzburg, Germany, undrafted Maxi Kleber with a strong start, Doris, to his career.
Incredible to think he grows up in the same small town as Dirk Nowitzki, and he first meets Dirk when he's 12 years old. What an amazing story for them to become teammates on the Mavericks. So cool.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Kicks it to Bridges. Pass to Šarić. Here's Baines, guarded by Jackson. To the middle. Here's Diallo. The leaner falls for him. That was a difficult shot. Diallo's got 6.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Barea, no good. Suns trail by 5. Here's Bridges. Out to Šarić. A 3-ball. Powell pulls it in. Dallas has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Johnson against Barea. Now here's Johnson. He's covered closely. They get it back. It's deflected.
Beautiful defense from Powell. Uses that impressive length to come away with that rejection.
And the basket is good.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Dallas leading by 3. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Correa, the pass to Brunson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 9. The pass to Baines. Bridges for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Now here's Barea. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Kleba, the pass to Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Johnson outside, passes it to Baines. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson can't get it to go. Mavericks leading by 6. Outside Jackson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Baines. And here's Diallo. Over Jackson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Here's Barea. Outside Jackson from deep. Misses the shot.
When Dario is working this hard on the defensive end, it's key because his activity can make a real difference.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Jalen Brunson. Also, J.J. Barea out there. Dwight Powell is out there with Jackson. And it's Kleba in a power forward position. Barea finds Brunson. Powell with it. Pass to Barea. On the clock. Here's Jackson. Some solid defense from Šarić. Suns trail by 5. Here's Bridges. Makes it off the glass.
This guy is such a versatile big man. Dario Šarić knows how to play the game. Pretty pass there.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Brunson kicks to Barea. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
And the Suns call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
So for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Oubre comes in for Šarić, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Johnson. Dallas also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway is subbed in for Justin Jackson. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin will see if they can make that adjustment.
Dallas leading by 6. Runs in the pass to Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
Phoenix with the ball. Now the pass to Bridges. Now here's Kaminsky. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Oubre kicks to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Kaminsky. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Rubio. And the Suns miss again. Dallas has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. He can't get it to go. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Oubre with the steal. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. Suns trail by 8. Rubio finds Oubre. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Powell for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Rubio against Barea. He lobs it up. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
Barea, the pass to Hardaway. Now Marjanovic. The 3. Tries again. Barea kicks to Powell. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
This is an evolving aspect of Dwight Powell's game, getting comfortable in the catch and shoot from just about anywhere.
Diallo with it. Pass to Bridges. Pulls up. Barea pulls it in. Barea's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Brunson, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges has got his 6th rebound on the night. Offensive rebound, Diallo, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That one is off. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Bridges. And then for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Luka Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. And it's DeLon Wright in for J.J. Barea. He hits the second from the line. Now, Wright. Left side, Porzingis makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Well, he is so comfortable with his superstar status in the league. Porzingis excellent on the catch and shoot.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. To the left wing. And here's Diallo. Kaminsky, the pass to Diallo. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the high post. Porzingis with the block. They shoot again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First one falls for him. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Dallas leading by 6. And Doncic, here we go. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, if you allow Hardaway to get near the rim, this is what's going to happen. This guy is a fantastic finisher.
And Phoenix has possession. Booker the pass to Oubre. He kicks it to Kaminsky. He dishes it to Booker. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 11. Here's Diallo. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Diallo's got 6 here in this quarter. The Mavericks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Oubre against Doncic. Oubre with the steal. Rubio outside. The pass to Kaminsky. Oubre outside. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. And the first one at the line is good. Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Both good from the line that time. Mavericks leading by 4 and stolen by Booker. Oubre outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
See, Kelly Oubre understands how to take advantage of his athleticism on the interior. That's nice.
First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Booker looking around. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision making.
Here's Diallo, and then jammed down right as he goes over Marjanovic.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now, here's Rubio. Ayton kicks to Booker, and good that time. And the Suns lead by 2. And Greg, with Booker and his progress, you really see it in his playmaking.
And that is what the Suns want from him long term. They see him growing into the same vein as a player like James Harden, someone who can carry the load offensively and still make others better.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
On the offensive boards, he has been a force. Offensive rebounding is all about pursuing the basketball, and he has not stopped that pursuit all night. The second chances he's created have been a big factor.
Now here is Hardaway. Poked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Good on the bucket. Doncic has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Saric outside. Passes it to Ayton. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Devin Booker.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective. You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
Booker. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Right side, Porzingis. Out to the right wing. Wright finds Porzingis. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Wright missing. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Kept alive. Here's Ayton. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Suns lead by 1.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing, excellent.
Rubio against Wright. Here's Hardaway. Good D by Booker. Suns shooting just 34% from the floor. Here's Rubio. Off target from 3-point range.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Hardaway kicks to Marjanovic. Porzingis is doubled. Pass to Wright. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. It's blocked. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Rubio with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Now here's Rubio. Phoenix calls timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Oubre against Doncic. Doncic comes with the double team. Ayton, the pass to Rubio. Cans it from downtown.
Oh, give credit to Rubio. Tough-minded individuals tend to excel in big moments.
For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%. Doncic against Oubre. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
The Suns leading. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Booker. Over Hardaway, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
It's one thing to know your team counts on you to deliver big buckets. It's another to take that responsibility and run with it. Go ahead, Mr. Booker.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Wright, covered by Saric. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Wright.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Rubio outside. Back to Booker. Over Hardaway. No good from Booker. Dallas with the ball. Inside. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, big things happen.
A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Porzingis with the steal, and here comes the break. Here's Wright, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
You know, he doesn't let that opportunity slip by. Buries some big shots at the line.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Timeout called. The Suns, they're behind by 2. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Eight-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Booker with it. It falls! A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
Doncic against Oubre. Doncic passes to Porzingis. It's stolen by Sharks. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And it's the Mavericks to start out. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Suns. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. Now here's Saric, following the miss by Porzingis. And stolen by Wright. One-on-one here. Here's Hardaway. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Now Rubio. The pass to Ayton. Here's Oubre. Off target with his 3. The Mavericks leading. It's Hardaway with the drive. Can't get it to fall. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Saric. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Saric kicks to Oubre, passes it to Booker. And the Suns miss again. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Hardaway. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And finished off by Oubre.
Kevin, you have got to respect that about Oubre. He believes in himself even in the tight spots of the game.
And here is Marjanovic. Right, the pass to Marjanovic. Left side Hardaway. A 3 from Porzingis. Offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Phoenix calls timeout. And Phoenix making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Pass to Rubio. It's overtime basketball, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Plenty of space. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Booker's got 23 points.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Doncic feeling it out. Hardaway against Booker. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Now here's Hardaway. Defense right on him. A second chance effort. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Booker. And he overshot that one, missing. The Mavericks have gotten cold at the wrong time. They've gone 3 of 9 from the field since the end of regulation. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Second chance shot. Here's Kaminsky. And at last, they get one to fall.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Dallas calls timeout. They're up by 2. 1:06 left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. White against Rubio. White dishes to Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. Knocks down the trifecta.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Now here's Booker. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Well, a great offensive player keeps defenders off balance. Luka Doncic does just that.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 5. 29 seconds left in overtime. So it's Phoenix now, trailing by 5. And it's Ayton missing. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Well, we know free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
No good from Booker.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Now here's Wright. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat him down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.